8:30. Tickets on sale now at the Garden Box Office and all Ticketmaster outlets. To charge, call 212-307-7171. Madison Square Garden. Where else with the greatest college basketball beat?
Tomorrow night here at the Meadowlands, the feature race will be the Open for Mares, and many in the field coming out of the Cape and Cutters series from last week, which was won by Annie Crombie. She's in the field. Lauren B., who finished second, also in the field. One of the mares that is not coming out of the Cape and Cutter is Pointer Hanover, and she is trained by the gentleman seated next to me. And Vinny, my first question would be, why is Pointer Hanover in this field against these top mares?
Well, first of all, we've got another series coming up in a couple of weeks, the Overbid. And Pointer Hanover was a mare that raced pretty well for us here last year, and towards the end she got injured, and we weren't sure whether she was going to come back. And now she's had 2 qualifiers and a race against the boys last week, which she was pretty outclassed there too. But we want to see how she does with the mares here this week, and just kind of make a decision whether to put her in the series or not.
Is there another spot that you can go into, or are your options limited?
Well, last year, you see on the program, she raced in a $75,000 claimer. This year, we don't have that class here at the Meadowlands yet. Maybe with more mares coming in, we will later on. So I didn't want to put her in way lower than that, because she is a pretty well-bred mare. So we'll try her with the better mares. We've got our work cut out for us, but if she tags along and gets a piece of the action, we'll be happy with her, and maybe make a decision on the series later on.
Okay, what about Annie Crombie? She seems to always race well. Over $200,000 she made last year, over $1 million lifetime as well. She's got to be one of the top mares of all time.
She's one of the great mares of all time. You know, Breeders' Crown winner, Mare of the Year. Paid dividends for Lou Guida and his partners when they bought her. She's just tough. I mean, you hate to see her in that field if you're me, but on the other hand, she's a great mare, and you love to see her race. So you know, I have no delusions that we can beat her, but if we stay close to her, we'll be happy.
Okay, good luck tomorrow night. That is the Open for Mares, tomorrow night's feature. Right now, let's turn to this evening's 6th race, and this one is for 3-, 4-, and 5-year-olds, and the favorite is on the rail. That's Champagne Classic. Even money, Cat Manzi doing the driving. San Andre coming off a win last week, 7-2 with Bill O'Donnell. Armbro Ives has been scratched from this 6th race. We have a field of 9 set to go, and Tom Durkin is set to give the call. Let's go upstairs.
And they're off. Rocking Jimmy right out for the lead. San Andre fires out, and Champagne Classic from the rail. Into the first turn, Rocking Jimmy, Champagne Classic. San Andre backs off a bit, racing in 3rd. Billy Big Nose has come out 4th. Then Flying Sorcerer, Woody Wright, Casino Skipper is parked out. And the early trailers are Preview Lobel, Ancient Rome on the outside. Round the first turn, Rocking Jimmy. Here comes San Andre, sprinting on the outside. And San Andre grabs the lead at the quarter in 28-4. Into the backstretch, the field spread out. San Andre steps out now to a 2.5-length lead. Rocking Jimmy under a firm hold now back, racing in 2nd position, followed by Champagne Classic, and there goes Champagne Classic off the rail and moving now. A gap of 3 to Billy Big Nose, another 4-length gap to Casino Skipper on the outside. Flying Sorcerer is now 6th toward the rail. Then farther back in the pack are Ancient Rome on the outside, Woody Wright toward the rail, and Preview Lobel. They hit the half and 57 even. Into the far turn, Champagne Classic. The favorite has a 3-length lead as they round the final turn. San Andre back in 2nd, Rocking Jimmy 3rd, Billy Big Nose is 4th. Down inside, Flying Sorcerer racing in 5th. Casino Skipper trying to keep up, racing in 6th position, and behind that one is Ancient Rome. And Woody Wright pinned down inside horses. Preview Lobel is still trailing the field. Champagne Classic. Here comes Rocking Jimmy to him on the outside. 3/4 and 1, 26-2. They're at the top of the stretch. Rocking Jimmy attacks on the outside, and Champagne Classic trying to fight him off. Champagne Classic in command now by a 1.5 lengths. Rocking Jimmy 2nd, San Andre is 3rd. Flying Sorcerer off stride. He goes on a break, and it is Champagne Classic leads by 2. San Andre, one final move, will not get 2. Champagne Classic by a decisive 1.5 lengths. San Andre 2nd, Rocking Jimmy 3rd.
Champagne Classic was third last week in the Complex Series final behind Storm Compensation, and St. Andre won the Complex Consolation, and they run 1-2 here.
Champagne Classic has been sharp in all his races here at the Meadowlands, and coming out of that series, John, he falls into a condition race, which are the same exact conditions of the series, but I think he's in with a little weaker bunch here. Really effortless here at the wire. Manzi really never has to get after him. 1 mile and 54 and change. That's a real nice mile for this horse.
A nice mark for Champagne Classic, 154-2 with Cat Manzi, $4, $260, $260. St. Andre, $423.80. Rocking Jimmy was third, $6. The 1-3 exacta in the 6th race, and even $11. When we come back, we'll have the 7th and 8th races. The 7th race, the final leg of the Daily Triple. Don't go away.
This is the ceiling. He puts it in basket. College basketball is center stage, and with MSG Networks this week in the Big East, you get no-nonsense coverage of the nation's premier collegiate basketball conference. Don't miss today's unbelievable athletes, spectacular weekly highlights, and only the stories that matter, all on This Week in the Big East. Friday night at 11:45 here on MSG Network. MSG Network brings you the hottest college basketball matchups all season long. All the color, all the excitement, all the fast-paced end-to-end action that makes college hoops one of the most popular sports in America. Swing up against Carter. Alley-oop Healy on a beautiful feed from Buchanan. There's nothing else quite like it. College basketball on MSG Network. We keep things jamming. The tough Kansas Jayhawks travel to Iowa State for a Big 8 matchup Saturday at 4, live here on MSG Network.
It's the most prestigious show of its kind, one of New York's oldest sporting traditions, the 114th Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show, featuring the finest champions of every breed competing for group honors and best in show. Don't miss the complete coverage Monday night at 8 and Tuesday night at 10 here on MSG Network.
Here's the 7th race. We do have a scratch. Number 2, Windsor's Honor, is out. Number 6, Key State Hanover, is moving up in class off of a victory a couple of weeks ago on January 29th. Number 9, Barbarian Prince, the favorite at 8-5, is coming off of 2 straight second-place finishes. We'll see if he can turn it around here. Field of 9 in the 7th.
They're off. Barbarian Prince leaves. In between horses, there goes Touchdown Lobel toward the inside. Kazoo Hanover into the first turn. Barbarian Prince caught a bit wide going into the turn. Outside Touchdown Lobel. Up from the rail comes Amber Will. In between horses, Kazoo Hanover is right there. Down on the inside, Ducks called now 4th. And Touchdown Lobel backs off racing 5th. Naples is parked out early, racing 6th. Key State Hanover 7th toward the inside by 3. Then it's See You There in Taurus Chief. First quarter, 28-2. Into the backstretch, Kazoo Hanover hung out there outside Barbarian Prince. Barbarian Prince and Kazoo Hanover, those two are in a speed duel down the backstretch, and Kazoo Hanover all out now to take over the lead from Barbarian Prince, who finally now gives way in second. On the outside, there goes Naples with the rush, gets cover as Barbarian Prince pulls the pocket to quickly reclaim the lead. Key State Hanover right there on the outside. Halfway home, 57 seconds flat. And Naples now goes on to take the lead as the field moves into the far turn. Barbarian Prince is now second. Key State Hanover on the outside third. Kazoo Hanover fourth toward the rail. See You There is now fifth on the outside. Amberwill down on the rail is racing in sixth position. Taurus Chief is seventh on the outside. Doc's Call is well back in the pack now, 9 lengths off the lead. Touchdown Lobel down inside him. Coming to the top of the stretch. Naples in front by 3/4 of a length. Key State Hanover on the outside. Toward the rail, Barbarian Prince, 3/4 and 126 flat. They're at the top of the lane, and it is Naples now getting away by 1.5 lengths. Barbarian Prince in an all-out drive second. Key State Hanover on the outside now back in third. See You There is fourth. Down to the final 16th. Naples in front. Barbarian Prince now coming to him from the outside. It's still Naples all out. Barbarian Prince, one final burst of speed. Naples, Barbarian Prince, here's the wire, and it is photo finish. Another tight one. Naples and Barbarian Prince on the line together.
Third straight photo finish this evening, or third photo finish of the night, I should say. And this time, the horse that's on the lead, Naples, does hold on.
John, can you imagine, you know, in harness racing, we think of drivers coming out of the Midwest. Well, here's Neil Glasser, father's own horse, is a local family for years, and he picks up driving, and coming down the stretch, he does Battle Royal with John Campbell, who sits behind him into the stretch, but Naples just squeaks out the victory. A nice claim by the Glassers, and must be a big thrill for young Glasser.
And that's right, it was a good claim. 3 starts back. They claimed this horse for $25,000, came back and won a race with him, then finished fourth and wins another one tonight. Naples, $11.80, $4.40, and $4. Barbarian Prince finishes second for the third straight time, $363. Amberwill was third, $760. Exacta 7 and 9, $36.40. The trifecta 791, $444.80, and that daily triple 10, 1, and 7. $99.40.
Race 1 mile 1/8. Scratch the 7 toolkit, a judge's scratch. Complex Terminator at 4 on the rail. Omega Baron is 5-2 with the Schwind. Hayden Bromack in at 3.5 with Kenneth Wood. Here's John Bolte.
And they're off. On the far outside, there goes Cullen Hanover. Eddie Davis charging up with Cullen Hanover right to the front, and leads it by 2 early. That's President Tyler second. Along the inside, Complex Terminator caught in between horses with Dunroven. Underway early is Hayden Bromack. Round the first turn, and Cullen Hanover leads the way by a length. President Tyler second. Parked is Hayden Bromack. That's Complex Terminator in fourth. 1.5 Dunroven fifth. Then it's Omega Baron 3 to Real Combination. 2.5 Exciting again. 27 and 3 the opening quarter. Off the turn and head to the backstretch. It's Hayden Bromack on the outside. Along the inside, Cullen Hanover with Complex Terminator in third. That's President Tyler in fourth. Another 1.5 Dunroven fifth. The outside, Omega Baron is sixth. 2.5 to Real Combination. Trailing is Exciting again. Half went 57 and 2. Continue down the backstretch, and Complex Terminator now takes over the lead from Hayden Bromack with Cullen Hanover sitting in the third spot. President Tyler swings to the outside fourth. That's Dunroven in fifth. Omega Baron sixth. 2.5 to Exciting again. Real Combination is the trailer. They approach 3/4 in Complex Terminator with a 3-length lead. Hayden Bromack second. The outside, President Tyler. 3/4, 125 and 3. 1/4 mile to go, and Complex Terminator getting away from this field now, leads it by 4 lengths. Hayden Bromack still second. They turn for home, and Complex Terminator by 4. That's President Tyler in second. Late charge from Dunroven between horses, and on the far outside, Real Combination. But it's all Complex Terminator. Coasts home with a 6-length victory as Real Combination gets up for the place spot.
Well, this is a big effort as Complex Terminator draws on some of his back class here. He gave some indication last time when he went first over.
He was 0 for 9, Ken, coming into this one. He was aggressive to the lead. Neil Glasser made a nice move down the backstretch. The quarter went in 27 and 3, and that quarter was set by Cullen Hanover, winner of the 86 Wilson. The half went in 57 and 2, and then it's Neil Glasser. You see him looking over his shoulder right now. The last about 5/8 of this race was all Neil Glasser. Late close going to come from the 3 real combination, Bob Colasanti, who's going to nip Dunrovin, who split rivals late in the stretch, but it is going to be number 3 real combination up for the place in the shortest of photos, but the winner is Complex Terminator, Neil Glasser, for trainer Dieter Fleming.
10, 20, 6, 60, and $4. The exacta with real combination, 1-3, 100, 79.40. For New Jersey owned or sired, 7,200 the purse, and the early fractions were 29-1, 59-3, 130, and 159 for the mile. On top here is Sir Charles N with Jack Moiseyev. In the 2-hole is Silent Respect, and we've got them coming from everywhere. 3 wide, Invincible Towner and Campbell.
But the key to the race is going to be Silent Respect, getting that easy trip here, Ken. Of course, in the mile-and-a-half race, you don't want to expend a lot of energy. It was a bit much to ask of Sir Charles N to carry them the entire way, and he's going to start to fade in the lane. Silent Respect tips out for Neil Glasser. The 7-year-old feels the lash here and responds. This was a horse that was claimed 3 back for $15,000, raced up above that level, dropped back to the level of the claim, and responds with the victory here. You can see a little vigorous urging here. There's a late move
there in the stretch.
A little gimpy as well. A couple of the old-timers here. Here's another veteran, Nehru Hanover, another 7-year-old, pressures him there under Carl Cito, but the Silent Respect holds on, and a 10-year-old, Trident Almahurst, gets the show.
Completes the trifecta. Silent Respect 1565 2480, 17 exacta 9680, 179 try. 6